or A main control.
Walls down, there's first contact, and Crew on the attack will answer first, and that's from the newest IGL Klaus. But quickly, we have trades going back and forth. Havoc instantly becomes the last player standing on the defensive side of FURIA and has to rotate all the way from the C to A against 3 players here of Crew Visa.
A tall task for Havoc, and very quick play to start off from Crew. No hesitation. They also didn't see too much util thrown back at them as they entered into A. So felt pretty good about taking that space. This one will fizzle out. One last alt point if Havoc can't just kind of deny everything here.
Does want to make a little bit of noise, though. He wants to force the hand out of Crew, who still has utility left to use that. Heat now in a new initiator role. Switching away from the duelist to be that support for Kesnet.
All the way through the back. If they time this perfectly, it's big kills for Shy.
And that's going to ping all players, making it very difficult to hear anything, giving a chance for the flank to happen. Not needed as of yet. Azal of Crew are dominating FURIA. They'll try to break the door and go for a double swing, but there's a lot of players of Crew Visa just on the other side. First contact will be Heat. Throws utility inside the door, and it's just beautiful there. Very hard for FURIA to move out. Now Khalil on the 1v1. Elise gets 2.
Last player standing.
Now to Noswer. Latest addition to the roster. Tapping on that spike. I mean, the players are far. It's halfway. He's trying to full stick it. And Melzer just goes for the drive-by. Easy kill.
They can make an impact on A. FURIA trying with 4 now.
Things are pushing towards that baby door. Shy gets the pick. MW0 now pops up the showstopper. Lands it on Klaus. And manages to stay alive here at 21 HP. 3 on 3. As Conan's trying to move in with the rest. Melzer pushing up to the staircase. Getting 2 kills holding the A site. That's back to a 1 versus 1. Conan versus Heat. Looking down as Heat.
They're defending and how they're doing it. And that's a good start from Conan.
Yeah. Whoa. Finally, they could start sweating a bit.
Yes.
Not only because they have Heat in the roster, but they're also 2 players behind in this round number 8. Yet Shy still trying to get an opening, trying to get a lurk. Sees the high-low off the contact of the turret, stays alive. Now here comes the other lurk on the A site, where Klaus is trying to move up with Heat. Unfortunately, those numbers continue to dwindle down. It's only fitting to fit the script that we currently have here on a 7-0 scoreline with these 2 teams.
30 seconds.
Heat gets a timing. MW0 falls, but there's still a player at the top of heaven. And he's playing it alone. Getting off the spike, hurt the footsteps, but couldn't look up on time. It's up to Shy now. Finish towards that B site. And said you don't use a showstopper, but you still try to open that door and finish there towards baby door.
30 seconds left.
There is that showstopper being heard. Kesset holding it back, but as they're trying to escape, there is the pinch on the other end. The FURIA players on the defense are falling down like a house of cards. There's only Khalil left. Yeah, they're going everywhere they want. They're going everywhere they want.
He comes back. What is? They're just playing mind games, man, silly.
10 seconds left. Spike planted.
Play the bait and try to force them out. He gets the entry.
Oh my gosh.
He gets the entry with the spike on his back. That's how much confidence that they have right now in this game for Crew Visa. No matter where they go, they're winning every single duel as well. He then gets another one. What? Oh, actually, it's traded out by Shy long range. Havoc. And he only has a sheriff to defend this win.
Man, silly.
All right.
Okay,
Noswer answers back at least. That's 3 on his own. Pulls out the Seekers. One of them will potentially get detained, though. As he makes it out on time, that's Khalil.
Just enough.
And Melzer.
2v2.
Both Omens alive. 1 TP coming out from Khalil. Instantly gets canceled, so they have information of where Melzer's at. Noswer inside the pit of that B site. Trying to get the tap on the spike, but Shy's just watching the main. 1 versus 1, they have info. The alarm bot's there too. And now Shy's just gonna play the time, but that's a nice shot. That's gonna make him guess a bit. Shy's gonna have to play a little bit more patiently, and now there's not enough time.
Not at all.
10-1 to the scoreline for Crew Visa. And try to pinch and push aggressively. Nice little change, what we wanted to see. Yet Klaus is doing the same on the other end. Beautiful angle held by Havoc. They finally score first in a round with a player advantage.
Into C they go. Finally stopping Klaus on the lurk.
Nice splash to allow MW0 to come out with the showstopper to connect with 2. That spike down. One player left alive. Melzer, low HP against a full roster. So they could try to push some players back on the aggression that's attempted by FURIA. But Kesnit, first blood. Smelling more players on the other side of this wall and trying to chase him down. And Nosware was labor kills, but manages to get a second one at the Shy.
Quick 2v2 in the door, or 3v3 rather, and the door is open to tree.
Yeah. While all of this happens, though, I mean, Khalil gets a 1-for-1 too, but given the time for the attacker side to rotate towards A, open a door, get a plant, but they're double pushing towards spawn. I'm liking this. It might catch these two players up through off guard. Just around the corner, it's Kesnit and Melzer scaling back up towards the staircase.
One smoke, one blast pack.
But he'll isolate now. Well, he was looking to be isolated on two different 1v1s.
Last player standing.
As Havoc lands that shot, Melzer looking for one towards the back of the side. The dink is not enough.
All right, the pinch to baby door here.
It was a jump spot too that spotted him and allows for him to set up with the Odin, but the flash, he gets hit by it. Still has support from Kesnit out towards the baby door. Shy now the second one trying to run through, but he gets stopped by a snake bite thrown on the attack. Still one more player inside. There's 20 seconds left on the clock. They're going backwards. Right back at the Shy, and they fall. And there's only two players left with 13 seconds left. On the side of FURIA, spotted by the turret. Left. Shy playing the off angle. Trying to at least deny the plant. Nosware attempting it. Now a nice little kill by Conan. The backstab there from Shy and a 1v1 on both ends. All this spam of the Odin gives so much time here for Kesnit to rotate across towards A with the showstopper ready. That reopens the door, but Shy just died towards B. An opening, an opportunity for Crew to move inside B for the plant. At least MW0 dies from the showstopper. He trying to walk forward. Khalil was trying to walk that angle, and thankfully, we didn't move too far out. There's still some players alive, but playing quite passively here. There's a potential crossfire setup of FURIA out towards this A site. Khalil will be first contact. Kesnit and Heat together. The Odin spray connects on to Conan. Melzer gets the kill. The trade from Kesnit now, and the disadvantage is on to FURIA. Back to the IGL and an LMS against Kesnit. Gets the shot as well.
From Crew.
That Nightfall on the defense gets so much info. That's Conan to fall first.
Yeah.
A couple of them now being deafened. Still trying to hold towards rubble. There's at least Havoc that's able to slip across the defense and is trying to find a backstab. Seeker's getting info on two players towards B. He's being watched now. He catches Kesnit off guard. Now a TP towards upper B. Showstopper out in the attack used by MW0. Trying to clear out towards A. He trying to run across and he's able to get the contact on the first kill and finally eats the rocket from behind. In the process though, Shy, I mean all of Crew so far finding these timings. An immediate trades after losing a couple of players. Lockdown has been initiated here for FURIA, so that's going to run the clock down off that spike.
Time out.
Melzer will have to try to open the door, try to keep the players at bay, when we'll be able to throw the paranoia, pushing them back towards A site, where MW0 just won against Melzer, and Nosware won his own 1v1 as well. I mean, you might still be able to use it here. They just want to make sure they don't get the pressure from the staircase, and an instant trade comes out. Heat again still has his Vandal, and Kesnit with the Guardian waiting for a slow lurk to happen from the B site. As he escaped though, Conan's able to get the headshot onto Melzer. Kesnit going to group up with Shy and Heat. Dog coming out on the attack. Heat could not connect on the surprise kill. Attempted onto Havoc, and as he re-peeks, he gets picked. But there's the push from Kesnit, the Guardian, and the Sheriff! It's only him with a one-way smoke doing so much work anchoring the C side. So as they push back towards front B, there's three players from Crew Visa waiting right there for FURIA. And they're denied entry.
It's one of the tough things.
Scout destroyed.
I don't know, the Sky, right? If they're going to take Mound, let's just go over that as they slowly take this. They're having trouble taking Mound there with that one-way just. You can Skybird over, but it doesn't tell you how many are there. If you haunt over, you might be able to get a ping. You might be able to play off a little more with a Prowler follow. The util game seems like it's just not working for FURIA, even though Sky works, right? It's not a problem in the composition, but it does not seem like it's giving them the space that they need right now, especially losing members in the beginning. Crew opening up with more first bloods and just making it so hard for FURIA to put something together.
They smoked out the turret at least to really be able to get into the site. forcing the players of FURIA to fall back and play the retake, and a retake with a showstopper first. It connects right at the entrance, fully blinded. There you go. The players falling down there for FURIA. Klaus walked up. There's a first contact. One by FURIA. Two more instantly fall. And A site is up for grabs on the attack now for FURIA.
Wingman's gonna plant spike.
One enemy remaining.
Yowzer. Quick plant. Not much at screens that Melzer can do other than hope for a push through.
Defense from Crew looking to push aggressively, although Melzer just got caught reloading.
It's been about the lurk the whole time. Khalil was over towards A to get the utility down. The false commit. Crew buys in, and the kill comes in from Havoc. Now ready to take down Klaus on the rotation too. Just a little late on that mid.
Kesnet contact, and that will allow Heat to get the pick off from Gate. And also closing in on the other end on the defense is Klaus, under 2. Wingman being thrown out. 10 seconds left, trying to find a timing to get the spike, prevent the spike from being planted. There's only one player left. Waited way too long. Oh, okay, Elise gets that pick. Noswer now in a 1 versus 2. Only a Bulldog. The Bulldog's not enough. Decide to work it together with FURIA. Clearing up towards 2. Melzer sees the tail, so avoids it. Meanwhile, there's an exchange happening towards Boiler. Control now taken by the attack side up towards Kitchen. Heat couldn't connect his shots. Melzer playing the off angle at the window. Yes, he gets the kill with the Guardian, but all of his teammates fell down in the process. AOU to find the info. Meanwhile, though, they're still committing towards this A site, even when Noswer got dinged for 145 by the Sheriff. And Khalil just got dropped. There's a late lurk happening on the other end, so FURIA has to pick up the pace, pushing out towards the backside of the A site. Sheriffs are answering back by Crew. Noswer's alone now with that 5 HP we were mentioning. And playing it safe at the beginning of the round, still didn't walk in. Tillman picked up. TP across. Nice flash. Pops being thrown there by Noswer to allow MW0 to get 2 on the round. Kesnet with the support, trying to rotate back and trying to make it salvageable for Crew. Nice flash then coming out from Heat. And that evens up the tally on a 3-3. That spike down as well.
Should just outflash FURIA as they retake B. Now it's got to be a retake on A.
And they pulled out the null command off Noswer's plant. But there's the lurk coming in from behind. Khalil was too far from that Killjoy turret and the alarm bot. This is a great timing, so Kesnet is just trying to play patient in the back. Easy kill for Heat because of the pulse coming out on the null command of Noswer. A 1v1 remaining, a drop on the top! But that's Khalil!
Thrash is out the game.
So null command was picked up and used here by Crew Esports, and there's that Thrash from behind. It gets some information, but we still have a 1-for-1 in terms of situation. Beautiful trades, now advantage for Crew. Trying to draw back in the site. Khalil trying to swing back towards the pipes, and 3 players instantly fall. B.
Yep.
Because it wasn't discovered last time. They'll try this time around as well for Crew. Manages to get the advantage by 2 on top of that. That spike down, the lurk denied. Woo. And off this timeout, Crew, I mean, they changed the pacing a little bit, they changed their positioning. It's now time for FURIA to realize that, okay, there's adaptation coming here from the defensive end.
Double flash team. They choose what they want to do at the start. Khalil now about to meet his maker.
Not even a chance to plan. Gave up. Back towards orange. Information on 2. MW0 couldn't get the TP. He got denied there by Heat. That spike down at the same time to lurk on middle. A double push. Havoc gets the wall bang onto Klaus. Advantage for the attack side of FURIA on this lower buy. Shine the back of the site. Trying to dwindle down those numbers. Even a chance for Crew Visa to come back in the site. Melzer watching that flank and rotating across, winning that one against Conan. They have 2 walls to work with too. Not needed yet,
Spike
as Shy
down,
just
B.
dropped the spike carrier.
30 seconds left.
Oh, Melzer.
Was waited and greeted.
6th sense.
Now potentially this lockdown may be used. It's a 1-for-1.
Last player standing.
Now Heat, for him to decide if he wants to swing out, he does so. Now play the time. Underhand flash throw, 10 seconds left on the clock. Here's the run forward from Khalil. Tap on the spike, turns around, and lands the headshot onto Heat.
Just the timing. Havoc gets over, but is it for free?
The auto cue was there, but Kesnet was still waiting for a pipes peak. Havoc wins that fight. Weakens down the A side too, especially after that shot from Conan. Pit coming out on the defense though. Paranoia keeping them at bay just to have the wingman plant towards the A site for default. And now we're comfortable playing this on the pulse plan. There's one Nanoswarm, one Snake Bite available. They can play outside towards the jail first, and there's that Nanoswarm waiting to get popped. Nobody's watching it there, so they're just going to use the timing to break it up first. Havoc just waiting. That's going to be the pick down now as Melzer falls to get that pick.
Nasr takes one out. You see MWZera going up on top of yellow. Last time as Khalil gets the flank again.
Spotted by the alarm button. He was trying to just swing out and get the surprise. Molly being thrown at the top of the kitchen. Will it blow up on time? It will. No, actually, it looks like one just got detained. Khalil, though, nonetheless, at the top of green. The tap on the spike. Heat gets the pick onto MWZera. As that clock is ticking down. Heat now tapping on it, forced to stick it to at least bring it a half. And FURIA have a great pulse plant hold.
Playing a lot of contact into their sights. We'll see if they can get these flashes in. And they can get Kesnet supported as much as they need to.
Shy actually got a nice opening towards the A site. They have to reset a little bit here for Crew because they got hit by the 0 point, the knife from FURIA. They couldn't really bring out that wingman to go for a plant. But after they drop Khalil here, they see all this utility being placed. This is an opportunity to get a plant here towards top A heaven if you want to, but instead it's at a default spot. Instantly, we try to engage for the retake for FURIA. Keza gets 2 for his troubles before Nasr is becoming the last player standing, backstabbed by Melzer, and the pistol goes in favor of Crew. In a blocky close range, MWZera connects onto Heat. Melzer's low HP. Snake Bite to try to force him to fall back down at 68. Kezet's the one moving forward. There is Eileen out, getting the heal up for a second life and a second chance against MWZera. But then Nasr almost got that pick with the frenzy. This is chaos so far in terms of attempt of timings coming out from FURIA. Kezet's at 2 HP out of that.
His ult! He's got his ult. Oh my gosh.
Well, at least there's only 2 players left for the defensive side. Wingman now, actually a tap on the first, a flash in the front. Does get the contact onto one, trying to lean out, and they're just gonna stick it!
Being right and ready.
Forced by contact play, Kesnet. He's not gonna let FURIA build that momentum off the mistake of the wingman plant that came out from the attack side of Kuroviza. Now Klaus falls, but at least the Arena ult is up and supporting Crew to get the plant. Late lurk happening, and I think this might get heard very soon by Melzer as Conan's rotating across. But Havoc still wins that fight onto Kesnet inside the site. Traded out by Heat, rather, sorry. As Conan and Melzer go head to head, it's a Viper diff in favor of Conan. Back to a 1v1. Natsuka mentioned that they like to fight, they were able to fight, and they're doing it. But for Heat, in this role, here's the jump across, wins that fight against Conan. Heat still has another flash to work with as finally FURIA tries to go in. It's a 1-for-1, but Shai holds the angle on the top of pipes. A 2 versus 2 turning it around. Again, a disadvantage that started off for Crew Esports now becomes the advantage. Khalil now spotted, hit at the dice. There's not enough time. Brute force towards the A site and try to have the lurk there because an ult command will deactivate the turret. So this is a great position for these 2 lurkers, but it's not even needed when Kesnet is opening up the site like that. Finally, Shai gets caught. He gets picked, but there's still that second lurk. Meanwhile, though, Conan does have a flank timing. MWZera is now moving out. Spike has been planted at the default spot this time around for Crew to play the long range. And they know somebody could be lurking. Kesnet knew, gets the headshot onto Conan. Last one to go, but now get lurked, not needed once again.
Their kitchen to push further by as the site hit take.
Big volley. It's traded out. He gets a second one in the round. 10 seconds left. They have to move quick now. Attempt of a plant from Klaus. Lockdown being used on the defense. Mosh pit being used. Conan with the flank. There's that first shot. A wall bang onto Melzer, a headshot there on Heat to Conan. Trying to stave off the last 2 players as Havoc and Khalil are moving in. Tap on the spike from the wingman, it's a full stick and a shot from Havoc.
push up all the way on the left side, causing the pullback from Melzer. A little bit of control, and MW0 punishes one of the peaks.
Beautifully done, and TP's a way to not get detained. That's a star player down. Keston picked. Thrash out, fully blinded as Havoc. Still managed somehow to take down Klaus before, but off the ropes, the rappel. Wait! FURIA was so quick on that retake. Play contact, Nosworth now throws the molly on the ground to try to delay. Havoc able to get another pick onto Heat as he falls back. Nanoswarm to try to delay as a pit comes out on the attack for Crew.
30 seconds left.
Slight delay. It should still be a safe plant now. The Dizzy's being thrown, yeah.
Paranoia and Wingman are there. Do they use him to take the site, or they use him to defuse? Slowly moving in, Havoc tries to get in a position.
And that's FURIA with it. There's that Paranoia coming out, knife being thrown towards the pipes. Trying to push across the Viper's pit. Shy and Melzer are able to hold it down into numbers once again.
One enemy remaining.
The disadvantage for FURIA. And Khalil realizes now that it's in peril. An imperative also that he saves his Vandal. But a triple swing coming out from the screens.
Side A now.
The biggest thing is try to take down Khalil to allow that lurk to happen, and he will fall from Heat.
Down A.
That's Melzer on the rotate, but meanwhile the fight is still
30 seconds
continuing
left.
inside A. It's open now. TP came across. Plants is safe. Conan way too far to try to help out MW0 here, who has to play the hero play. Manages to take Heat down, and there's that 1v1 again. That Conan once again wins against Melzer. It's up to Shy alone, denied! They lurk from A side, and it's being watched by Nosworth if you pay attention to that radar. Meanwhile, though, we're trying to move back from FURIA on the retake towards B, and that flank has now been eliminated. Melzer falls again. Numbers are an advantage for FURIA, as they have 3 players left to take down and a defuse on their side to push us to a third map. Wingman will start the defuse. Nanoswarms are being thrown as well. Havoc gets the peek onto Heat, and it's a full defuse coming through as all of Crew falls, and FURIA will push this over to Breeze.
And yeah, the push.
Flash push, Havoc first blood, Melzer falls, Keston trying to answer back.
Wait a minute.
The other one's in the drone! He's in the drone! And they both fall. Okay, well,
head B.
We talked about shenanigans on Esports. We're gonna right away here pistol round on Breeze. All the 3 remaining players of FURIA at least make it inside an open B site for a plant.
Retake, the push, really the push up? MW0, so risky.
Yikes.
He needed to make plays. Now long range, it's still won by Conan as he has a sheriff in his own hands. A 2 versus 2.
Enemy remaining.
Landing little shots onto Heat as well, leaving Keston alone. Ghosts on a 1 versus 2. Both players with shares, both playing together. And only 1 shot needed from Conan, so they save. Repivot towards B.
Oh, knife and dart down, and MW0 gets a kill there. Yeah, look how fast they turn back to the right, knowing this util window is open. Oh, Melzer closes it.
Down
That's a clean shot.
That is so clean. Still waiting, pushed up as well. Heat 1 HP.
Still gets 1. Decayed a bit from that wall, and also staying away from the radius thrown by Havoc. And still survives, jumping away from bricks. Keston, meanwhile, it gets rid of the lurker. Khalil falls, and really nothing working in favor of FURIA until the shot comes in from Havoc. Roaded by the snakebite, low HP at 44, and still gets the pick onto Melzer. Meanwhile, though, Shy is trying to hold the back of the site, half wall, 1 for 1. Plat now engaged and placed. It's in the favor of FURIA right now on his player advantage. Al Jones trying to clear out the front of Berlin, back in the front of the site. It does get the ping onto 1 player, and that's MW0 trying to rotate back. But a wall comes up to survive and to save him. He's now pinned and hides in the corner, still gets a pick before he finally falls. A 2 versus 2 makes that now Heat alone. Knows that Conan's towards main, but has no information on Havoc. Flash now being thrown towards the front, now finally sees him. Look at them playing the protocols, playing the time in their favor. As I say that, Havoc jumps up and gets picked. Tap on that spike. Conan now could play the time. Gonna be difficult for Heat, gets that pick, but the time will be close. No, he won't at all.
Don't cut the wrong wire!
You see how it's passively played here towards that spawn side. There's only 2 players left inside the B site to try to detain. They are able to do that until Melzer gets dropped by Nosworth's Hunter's Fury. Klaus now slightly flashed, big camera up, couldn't contact that kill. Now Shy is going to try to rotate across. Sees the top of the helm of Havoc. Drops the spike here. Nice second headshot there onto Conan. Spike now being dropped. He runs that clock down, giving a chance for the rotate of Heat. Kizet still moving up with that operator outside the nest in that camera. Both of them looked up and smiled here for FURIA. Walking together towards the back of the site.
30 seconds
Shy's
left.
waiting.
The step.
One enemy
Wide
remaining.
swing, shock dart, 4 HP remaining, but he has support there from Heat in the back of the arches. Nosware decides otherwise.
Little jiggle feet. Shy's keeping himself safe. Oh, audio cue. Hesnit peering down the sights.
10
I mean, they're
seconds
okay
left.
here. For Crew,
Yeah.
Visa, just hold it back. There's no way that Nosware could win this, though, for a couple of these rounds. And now they're starting to see that it's going to be difficult as FURIA players to actually start taking control of those ults and A site.
That's got to feel good. 5 ults are ready, and you start off the round with an op kill. So you're thinking to yourself, we're probably not going to have to rebuttal any of the ults from FURIA. They won't feel comfortable getting into sight and using them unless they can do it with this amount alive.
Dash in, even above the trip, but not needed. He gets the easy kill as MW0 lands. That slows down the rest of FURIA trying to move inside this B side. And already they were kind of set up to play, I think, an anti-KO. I'm not too sure if Havoc had it, but no matter what, it was still an easy... Oh, yeah, actually, he got opt at the beginning, right? So.
And they're going to run right back into that uh-oh, too, if they go back to A. Kesnet's already pushed up in A main, looking way down into their spawn. Yeah.
Will they have... unlucky there. Shy went on a rotate across, got picked off by Khalil. The hat gets the information that the rotate's coming all the way from spawn from Crew Visa, which means they don't have to worry about any type of flank at all. All of the focus could be towards the halls with the late lurk potentially coming out from Khalil. Here comes the attempt, the Crew trying to fight back towards the back of this Viper wall.
Oh my,
nice shot by Kesnet to drop Khalil, though. Melzer gets that pick. Now maybe the ults might be coming forward. There is that null command out on the defense. Aldro to look inside that pit. That clock is ticking. They have to act quick. Beautiful underhand flash. Now you're sticking on that spike. There's only one left to go. It's Nosware who gets all of the kills. Thankfully, there's a one-way here to help him out. And there's that first contact. Nobody to trade off. So this gives a chance here for Heat to run that clock down. Slow players down. Updraft. Second kill coming through. Off shot from Kesnet to get that pick. Blade Storm now activated from Kesnet, who's trying to watch it from the spawn. Melzer staying inside the pit, but the spike is down with 17 seconds left. There's a garden kill, allowing a chance for us to pick up the spike if we can. As a hat comes out and falls on the last players. Up shot missed, trying to get in for a plant. The tap comes in. 5 seconds left, and Shaw gets the pick on the Nosware and Kesnet. The economy will stay low as they lose one player. Saw that trip pulling him back.
And not destroyed yet either, just tagged in that trip. So you still have to worry.
And that's Dash gone. So it's going to be much more difficult to try to re-enter the B site. So FURIA trying to move back on A. Late lurk from Conan. Here's the rotate. Is this KO? Heat holding it down towards Castle. Melzer playing it aggressively. Shy getting the pick onto Conan. Melzer able to fall back as he was trying to use his own orb as a extra obstacle to try to get one pick before he falls back, but he'll play the numbers.
Bounding around, getting back into position. MW0 playing some mind games, getting people to look his direction. Kesnet's ready.
Very ready.
30 seconds left.
Up dropping, dashing away, baiting it out for a shot to get the pick.
It's tough to be very fast with the operator when they're moving that quick. Plant goes through. Heat starts us off. First blood.
Counter Hunter's Fury. Nice flick coming through from Kesnet for that kill. Klaus, meanwhile, gets a Hunter's Fury kill onto Havoc. 2 players at a disadvantage for FURIA, but it's Nosware. He's been and come up clutch before. Instantly gets denied. Dashboard. Kesnet is going for it. He does not want to give a chance here for FURIA to really set up, but MW0 is the one alive. Dash away, Snake put on the ground, one hit on the spike, up drop on the top, but couldn't connect on the shots. Crew Visa will get the defuse, and also...
Plus, they're knocking on the front door, and they're going to be right in FURIA's face.
What? How? Doesn't matter yet. Heat answering back with 2 of his own. As Shy is trying to move forward, catches to rotate. It's MW0, that's falls. Now you hear the footsteps of Khalil running around this B site, and they definitely know with the rotate coming back from spawn that the A site is now open.
Eyes in the sky. They'll be able to see exactly where Crew's
30
going when they get
seconds
back into sight. It may count for one if they can get this cam to count. Good lurk here from Klaus. Could just throw this all up in the air, but the lurk is through halls.
Yeah, camera just spotted there, Shy. And they haven't broken it down, but there's that lurk from behind. Havoc pushing all the way down. At 12 HP is going to fight against the other KO. Heat at 26. So the important fights inside the site. Khalil wins it. Turns around.
Wow.
And Havoc finds the timing to allow FURIA to get the pistol.
Games as they go through mid, and it's not playing with Khalil at all.
And that dart actually just pinged both of them inside the site. Beautiful flash from Havoc. It's traded out.
Spike down A.
And Noswer pinging a few players in the front of the site. Doesn't put into account Melzer. That almost punished him. But there is that push forward from Heat on the other side by Orange. And Null Command allows for them to get inside the site for Crew Visa. Kesden moving forward, trying to spray with the Phantom, connects onto Noswer. Meanwhile, Heat has fallen down, door gets open, flitting in or the defenders outside from the bridge, and Kesden was alone, but at least got the info. Shy has to cut the crossfire, to rotate rather, as Khalil jumps up, he denies access to FURIA to move inside the A side. There's only 2 players left. It's MW0, heavily wounded with this operator. Conan dropped by the hands of Klaus, and that will be all for FURIA as soon as they get the line. Meanwhile, though, you mentioned that push coming out from middle to A site. But there you go, he's by himself in the vet. That's Spike down. Although at least Melzer is able to get that pick onto Havoc. Players are falling down, hats are being thrown, and now they'll realize that Spike is up to grabs quite easily. The backstab after onto MW0.
Yep.
Last player now spotted at mid double doors, or the A-Hall's doors rather, and that becomes a clean round. There's off guard, now there's the damage, and Melzer connects. He does get one, but Conan was right there for the trade. Weapon advantage, still in favor of Crew. Pushing back towards the A side as we have that late lurk, or the forward position of Shy all the way up towards A halls. Drone clears out at least up to bricks. Doesn't spot anything as they see that recon dart being thrown by Noswer out towards the A site. They'll choose otherwise now for Crew. Pivoting back towards B.
Watching behind him already. Noswer has to be afraid of the back. They have to be afraid of door.
30
Out in the middle of
seconds
nowhere is Khalil, hoping to find a shot with nobody looking at him.
Oh, they weren't looking, but at least he gets the third one.
Got the caboose. Into B they go. This lurk, this Kingpin's going to be big from Shy.
Not anymore after that kill.
Oh, yeah.
So the hat was thrown out. Shy's position's actually in danger. Cage comes up, Conan falls. Meanwhile, just by the elbow, and as the cage comes down, Shy stayed inside it the whole time, and Noswer wasn't ready. Khalil now becomes the last player standing. So they execute as a full team inside B. Hunter's Fury out now on the attack. Meanwhile, Kesed does get the pick. Klaus trying to find some information with, and cancels out the ult, thinking somebody's pushing out towards the elbow. Khalil gets the wallbang though onto Kesdet. Null Command being pushed up by Havoc. They do have lore weapons, only 2 Guardians and a Bulldog in their hands. Spike now going down to 3 versus 3. Crew now forced to stay inside the site. Khalil gives some hope for FURIA as it's up to Klaus and Heat. Under attack, pushing through. Heat comes around the corner. Now up to Conan, picked off as Crew will finally seal the deal and win the series against FURIA.